This is Michael Proska at Tombstone Tumbleweed Art with the April 2022 Developers Update. We're going to talk about the 2.1 release, Blender code review submission, new tutorials, and performance. So let's get to it. Alright, 2.1 release. Just this last Sunday I pushed it up to the GitHub repo. I completely rewrote a large bit of the compatibility code. And so if you've been having issues getting strange models to load in, give 2.1 a try. If it doesn't work, let me know. But that's the thing with Ply, especially JWildFire, we're looking at you. It likes to put things like P intensity and scale, and I have no idea what those are, but it means something to JWildFire. It's a shame that you need a custom Ply importer just for those two parameters. But I digress. What was next? One moment. Blender code review submission. I've been going over every single line, linters and debuggers and all these beautiful programming tools to get this thing sparkly clean. So hopefully we can get it in for Blender 3.2 or 3.3. The process could take a while, but it's heading upstairs. New tutorials coming down the pipeline. We have Blender materials, Blender geometry nodes, and one especially for the JWildFire folks because getting nice point clouds out of Wildfire can be somewhat challenging. Performance. If you watch the World Blender Meetup Day video, or you've scrolled down to the performance section on the GitHub repo, you've seen this chart. Well, thankfully, as depressing as this chart looks, it turns out it's wrong. I was completely incorrect. I was doing a complete apples to oranges comparison with these because these use different parts of the code base, and I was in a hurry when I made this, and I'm sorry. So looking at the new charts from actual repeatable tests and stuff I wrote down this time, we see that for mesh files it's really comparable to the stock importer, whether you're using binary or ASCII. Now when it comes to verts, there's really no clear base of comparison because even though the stock importer is faster, the model is unusable, so it's just listed for reference. And although TacoVoxel and MeshLab are faster, especially MeshLab, there's some kind of weird mutated beast inside that thing. I'm impressed. Anyway, even though TacoVoxel and MeshLab are technically faster, it's not a really honest comparison because they're doing different things behind the scenes. Sure, they're importing Ply files, but what happens internally, TacoVoxel has different internal housekeeping than, say, Blender does, of course. So the important thing to take away from this is that it's not really much slower than stock, and I know that loading the same file as a vert, as opposed to a mesh, is about 2/3 faster, 1/3 faster. Yeah, it's quite a bit faster. So that's the baseline to look at, is that our Blender loader takes 19 seconds for this file. Can we get that to be smaller? And that's what I'm working on. Alright, so that's all I've got. Thanks to everybody who's reached out on the YouTube channel and with Facebook. As always, you have any comments, questions, run into a file that won't load, hit me up on YouTube or Facebook. Alright, stay tuned, my friends. Peace.